Hello, I'm Shelly. In recent years, social media platforms have been flooded with short video or memes that young people want to quit their job of their first day at work. So why this happened? This trend reflected a deeper structural disconnect in between Malaysia workplace culture and young people expectation. So let's dive in details. What are the reasons behind?
Young people are neither lazy nor lacking in resilience. They are simply experiencing a rapid psychological letdown in the face of workplace realities, prompting them to consider quitting early. This article explores 5 key factors behind this phenomenon. The huge gap between expectations and reality. Many fresh graduates enter the workforce with high hopes, believing the workplace to be a stage for personal growth and skill development. However, upon entering, they are often met with repetitive mechanical tasks, marginalized responsibilities, and a sense of being overlooked. Job interviews may promise leadership training for future managers, but new hires end up as photocopy clerks. Companies that boast flexible, youthful culture enforce strict attendance rules, fast-paced pressure, and endless overtime. Hopes of learning are dashed when the job turns out to involve filing papers, copying notes, and running errands. Young people are not opposed to starting from the bottom, but when learning becomes mere consumption and challenges feel meaningless, ideals are quickly shattered. This transition from dreams to being treated like a tool is one of the leading reasons young employees want to quit so soon. Lack of respect and inclusion in workplace culture. Many small and medium enterprises in Malaysia still operate under rigid, hierarchical, and poorly communicated management structures. Some still rely on mood-driven leadership, lacking clear workflows or systems, operating on experience and emphasizing obedience over innovation. Supervisors may criticize without guiding, and senior staff may be unwilling to mentor newcomers. New employees are often expected to do more and talk less, which causes them to feel suppressed, powerless, and disrespected. On their very first day, instead of receiving a warm welcome, they are met with scolding, neglect, and marginalization. In addition, the silent expectation of overtime undermines young people's desire for work-life balance, further intensifying their desire to leave. Salaries are not keeping up with the cost of living. The cost of living in major Malaysian cities continues to rise, while entry-level salaries have failed to keep pace. For example, a monthly salary of 2,800 ringgit may look decent on paper, but in reality, it's barely enough. After deducting rent, transport, and food expenses, there is little left. Many are forced to live paycheck to paycheck, unable to afford sick days or personal emergencies. As a result, young people begin to question the point of it all. After giving my all I get is survival, not a life. This sense of economic despair significantly weakens their loyalty to their jobs and their willingness to stay long-term. Lack of fulfillment and meaning in work. In traditional workplace systems, young employees often find themselves unable to participate in decision-making, express opinions, or see the impact of their contributions. They feel like replaceable cogs in a larger system, and documents they produce go unread, ideas are ignored, and assigned tasks are repetitive and dull. When someone puts in consistent effort but receives no sense of value or reward, disappointment is inevitable. When work becomes meaningless repetition without any positive feedback, motivation quickly fades. Naturally, young people begin to seek opportunities that offer greater personal value and purpose. A shift in generational values. Many older generations criticize young people for being too fragile or unwilling to suffer. But the truth is, this generation understands the value of time, mental health, and quality of life more than any before them. Compared to previous generations, Gen Z and millennials prioritize personal well-being and work-life balance. They no longer view endurance and sacrifice as virtues, but instead prefer working environments that support their growth and well-being. This shift in values encourages young people to act quickly when a workplace doesn't align with their needs. They are willing to work hard, but they also understand that overtime is not a sign of loyalty. Sacrifice does not equal growth. Resigning does not mean failure. They no longer wish to suffer in silence just to meet societal expectations. Instead, they choose to pursue a lifestyle that aligns with their personal ideals. Conclusion. The phenomenon of wanting to quit on the first day is not a coincidence, but the result of mounting tension between Malaysia's outdated workplace practices and the evolving values of the younger generation. Young people are not afraid of hard work. They simply have a clearer understanding of what they want in life. This trend deserves empathy and reflection. More importantly, it calls for companies to review and reform their internal culture. Only then can they retain talent and build a more humane, efficient, and sustainable work environment.
So this is the topic that I want to share today. I hope you are like it. Thank you for watching.